every fragment of the things you could control. The ballroom was shaking to a different kind of drum, waiting for the chaotic euphoria to come. Satin ribbons flying as the tempo starts to wheel. Nothing about this atmosphere is matching what we feel. A tapestry of passion woven with a heavy thread. Forget about the boring words the older people said. We are writing history with every single stride. Nowhere left to run away and nowhere left to hide. The crimson tide is rising high tonight. Step into the crimson dance, spin until the world goes round. Leave your heavy expectations buried in the ground. A revolution painted in the shade of deepest red, living out the wildest dreams we harbored in our head. Ooh, dance forever where the angels fear to tread. The velvet curtains parting just to show an empty stage, like a tiger breaking out from an expensive cage. We don't need an audience to validate our moves. We just need the friction that the heavy bass approves. Footwork like lightning striking on the wooden stage, turning over chapters, tearing off the dusty page. The flavor of the music is a sweet exotic wine, drunk on the arrangement of this elegant design. We are writing history with every single stride. Nowhere left to run away and nowhere left to hide. The crimson tide is rising high tonight. Step into the crimson dance, spin until the world goes round. Leave your heavy expectations buried in the ground. A revolution painted in the shade of deepest red, living out the wildest dreams we harbored in our head. Red shoes scraping on the stone, making music of their own. We have built an empire upon a shifting throne. Let the brass section scream, let the sub bass groan. We are in a zone that we have never known. Silence in the melodies, focus in the stride. Sweat dripping downward, swallowed by our pride. Just a single hand clap, just a stomp and heel, making sure the interface is something we can feel. Step into the crimson dance, spin until the world goes round. Leave your heavy expectations buried in the ground. A revolution painted in the shade of deepest red, living out the wildest dreams we harbored in our head. Ooh, dance forever where the angels fear to tread. Scarlet ribbons fading in the early morning gray. The stains of the passion will never wash away. Crimson footprints leading out into the street. Our masterpiece is complete. Platinum weights sitting heavy on a frozen brow. We are accelerating past the boundaries of the here and now. You traded all your independence for a structural stone, but look at how the sub-bass completely shatters your throne. Gaugey reflections bouncing off the expensive gem display. We are sweeping all the artificial hierarchy right away. No longer begging for permission from the corporate king, showing the underground exactly what the real rebels bring. The metal interface is starting to overheat and glow. There is a dark destination where only the lawless go. The sonic frequencies are rising straight up to the sky. We are wearing a diamond crown under the heavy strobe, reclaiming our position on this fractured little globe. An expensive rebellion painted a cyber industrial shade, living out the dangerous fantasy that our own hands have made. Ooh, watch out the sharp facets, catch the lasers and gleam. Synthesized humidity expanding through the crowded club, turning your status symbols into a technological sub. Your words were hollow currencies that couldn't buy the night. Now you are trapped inside the matrix of our blinding light. Industrial friction scraping hard across the concrete floor. We are smashing every barrier and destroying every door. The dembo is a kinetic weapon hitting perfectly on time, a powerful documentation of an urban cybercrime. The metal interface is starting to overheat and glow. There is a dark destination where only the lawless go. The sonic frequencies are rising straight up to the sky. We are wearing a diamond crown under the heavy strobe, reclaiming our position on this fractured little globe. An expensive rebellion painted in a cyber industrial shade, living out the dangerous fantasy that our own hands have made. Let the brass section distort inside the microphone grid, exposing all the dirty little secrets that the high society hid. Two powerful entities colliding like a bullet hitting steel, making absolutely sure the final impact is something we can feel. Mute the chords completely, let the heavy textures grind, leaving all the digital safety nets far behind. Listen to the synthetic pulse ticking on the steady grid, pulverizing the memory of everything the older people did. We are wearing a diamond crown under the heavy strobe, reclaiming our position on this fractured little globe. An expensive rebellion painted in a cyber industrial shade, living out the dangerous fantasy that our own hands have made. Ooh, watch out the sharp facets, catch the lasers and gleam. The jewels are falling down on the dirty concrete street. We don't need your titles to make our ascension complete, just a broken crown lying in the early morning gray. We walk away. A dangerous ingredients inside a crystal glass, watching how the golden bubbles multiply and pass. One sip is all it takes to paralyze a sober mind, leaving every single trace of sanity behind. Your toxic definition of a beautiful mistake. I am counting every single promise that you like to break. An expensive habit that I cannot quite afford, a sharp metallic edge upon a double-sided sword. The chemical reaction is beginning to ignite, turning everyone inside into a green light. We take another swallow as the rhythm takes control. We are drinking the sweet poison under the neon glare, a beautiful destruction floating in the heavy air. It paralyzes logic, but it sets the pulse on fire. A catastrophic mixture of devotion and desire. Ooh, climbing up the ladder of this hazardous wire. Your touch is like an acid eating through the heavy steel, altering the frequency of everything I feel. A high voltage current cutting straight into the bone, a kingdom built of glass upon a temporary throne. The baseline has a venom that is spreading through the floor, making every single person down here beg for more. Synthetic duplications hidden perfectly on time, a structural synchronization of an urban crime. The chemical reaction is beginning to ignite, turning everyone inside into a green light. We take another swallow as the rhythm takes control. We are drinking the sweet poison under the neon glare, a beautiful destruction floating in the heavy air. It paralyzes logic, but it sets the pulse on fire. A catastrophic mixture of devotion and desire. Industrial ambition slamming hard against the wall. We are paralyzed and happy as we undergo the fall. No antidote required for this elegant disease. We are down upon our knees, begging for another freeze. Mute the melody, completely lit the sub-bass crowd. Listen to the electronic monster on the prowl. Just a synthetic copy ticking on a steady grid, releasing all the secrets that the dirty way are drinking the sweet poison under the neon glare. A beautiful distraction floating in the heavy air. It paralyzes logic, but it sets the pulse on fire. A catastrophic mixture of devotion and desire.
Walking through the fog inside an empty corridor, tracing all the footprints that we left upon the floor. Every single word we spoke is singing like a cloud, a quiet conversation that has grown too long and loud. Candles burning downward in the puddles on the stone, an architectural reminder that we are completely alone. You can keep the silver keys that open up the past. We always knew a fantasy like this could never last. The midnight cold is cutting through the fabric of the code. A vinyl bitter melody is stuck inside the throat. We watch the separation as the fire turns to gray. We are dancing with the shadows of us in the cold night, trying to remember how we looked inside the light. An echo of a memory that refuses to depart, engraved into the corners of a solitary heart. Ooh, chasing after a ghost before the morning hours start. The bass line is a hollow sound that echoes in the chest, a powerful reminder that the spirit cannot rest. Your profile is a phantom painted on the concrete wall, a beautiful illusion that is waiting for the fall. A heavy footstep echoing across the empty square. I can feel the static of your presence in the air. No longer looking backward at the damage we have made, just watching how the colors of the panoramic fade. The midnight cold is cutting through the fabric of the code. A final bitter melody is stuck inside the throat. We watch the separation as the fire turns to gray. We are dancing with the shadows of us in the cold night, trying to remember how we looked inside the light. An echo of a memory that refuses to depart, engraved into the corners of a solitary heart. Like they synthesize as we beneath the heavy tribal kick. The seconds on the wrist, watch them moving far too quick. Two entities dissolving in a pool of purple ink, standing on the precipice and looking at the brink. Strip the orchestration down to just a single string. Listen to the sorrow that the mind of course can bring. No, there's been syncopation, just a raw dusty space, erasing every single line from your familiar face. We are dancing with the shadows of us in the cold night, trying to remember how we looked inside the light. An echo of a memory that refuses to depart, engraved into the corners of a solitary heart. Ooh, chasing after a ghost before the morning hours start. The silhouettes are fading as the streetlights turn away. Nothing but the emptiness inside the early gray. Just the shadow of a dancer on the concrete floor. We don't live here anymore. city wraps its purple coat around the quiet avenue. I am watching how the headlights paint a silhouette of you. You whisper secrets that the daylight never could contain, like paper words dissolving in the gentle midnight rain. Walking on the shadows where the neon signals glow. We move into a rhythm that the ordinary people do not know. A secret sanctuary hidden deep behind the heavy steel. Forget about the plastic world and focus on the things we feel. The midnight clock is ticking but the hands are moving slow. There is a private universe where only we can go. We slide into the darkness as the music takes control. Lost inside the velvet night, we are drifting far away. No longer caring about the heavy things they used to say. Wrapped inside an echo that is soft and smooth and deep. We found a quiet memory that we will always keep. Ooh, surrender to the shadow where the lonely angels sleep. The purple mist is rising as the bassline starts to breathe. A temporary fantasy that we will never want to leave. Your pulse is like a metronome against my open hand, a language that our bodies can't completely understand. Smooth operators moving underneath the sapphire light. We are rewriting all the definitions of the night. No longer searching for the answers in the crowded street, just floating on the frequency of this seductive beat. The midnight clock is ticking but the hands are moving slow. There is a private universe where only we can go. We slide into the darkness as the music takes control. Lost inside the velvet night, we are drifting far away. No longer caring about the heavy things they used to say. Wrapped inside an echo that is soft and smooth and deep. We found a quiet memory that we will always keep. Sensual vibrations running up the fragile spine. A perfect synchronization of your destiny and mine. No flashing lights or cameras to interrupt the view. Just the open space between the old me and the new. Muting out the heavy synths, dropping down the snare. Just a breathy whisper hanging in the cool night air. Feel the hollow space inside the kick drum as it knocks. Time is standing perfectly frozen in the clock. Lost inside the velvet night, we are drifting far away. No longer caring about the heavy things they used to say. Wrapped inside an echo that is soft and smooth and deep. We found a quiet memory that we will always keep. Ooh, surrender to the shadow where the lonely angels sleep. The velvet curtain closes as the morning sky turns blue. I can see the baseline fading out away from you. Just a purple memory inside the urban haze. Lost inside the maze. Cold platinum weight sitting heavy on the frozen brow. We are accelerating past the boundaries of the here and now. You traded all your independence for a structural stone, but look at how the sub-bass completely shatters your throne. Pixie reflections bouncing off the expensive gem display. We are sweeping all the artificial hierarchy right away. No longer begging for permission from the corporate king, showing the underground exactly what the real rebels bring. The metal interface is starting to overheat and glow. road. There is a dark destination where only the lawless go. The sonic frequencies are rising straight up to the sky. We are wearing a diamond crown under the heavy strobe, reclaiming our position on this fractured little globe. An expensive rebellion painted in a cyber-industrial shade, living up the dangerous fantasy that our own hands have made. Ooh, watch how the sharp passes catch the lasers and gleam, 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 gleam. Synthesized humidity expanding through the crowded club, turning your status symbols into a technological sub. Your words were hollow currencies that couldn't buy the night. Now you are trapped inside the matrix of our blinding light. Industrial friction creeping hard across the concrete floor. We are smashing every barrier and destroying every door. The Dembo is a kinetic weapon hidden perfectly on time, a powerful documentation of an urban cyber crime. The metal interface is starting to overheat and glow. There is a dark destination where only the lawless go. The sonic frequencies are rising straight up to the sky. We are wearing a diamond crown under the heavy strobe, reclaiming our position on this fractured little globe. An expensive rebellion painted in a cyber-industrial shade, living up a dangerous fantasy that our own hands have made. Let the brass section distort inside the microphone grid, exposing all the dirty little secrets that the high society hid. Two powerful entities colliding like a bullet hitting steel, making absolutely sure the final impact is something we can feel. Mute the chords completely, let the heavy textures grind, leaving all the digital safety nets far behind. Listen to the synthetic pulse ticking on the steady grid, pulverizing the memory of everything the older people did. We are wearing a diamond crown under the heavy strobe, reclaiming our position on this fractured little globe. An expensive rebellion painted in a cyber-industrial shade, living up the dangerous fantasy that our own hands have made. Oh, watch how the sharp facets catch the lasers and gleam. The jewels are falling down on the dirty concrete street. We don't need your titles to make our ascension complete. Just a broken crown lying in the early morning gray. We walk away, way, 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 way. Black petals opening beneath the heavy artificial light, a secret botanical experiment inside the deep night. You try to capture the perfume, but it slips through your grip like a drop of cold mercury upon a silver lip. Electric thorns scratching on the glass of the greenhouse floor. We are no longer looking for the things we loved before. An organic mutation growing wild in the dark concrete, feeding on the low vibration of this cybernetic beat. The midnight clock is striking and the blossom starts to wake, a beautiful distortion that no human hand can make. The ultimate transformation is beginning to unfold. We are witnessing the midnight bloom under the purple sky, watching how the neon colors multiply and die. An exotic evolution that no barrier can enclose, sweeter than a diamond, sharper than a winter rose. Ooh, let the heavy soul bass as humidity is rising straight up from the floor, making every single cybernetic organism ask for more. Your touch is like a nutrient that cuts into the dark, giving this synthetic garden this original organic spark. Palms pressing hard against the glass as the pressure begins to climb. We are growing 10 times faster than the ordinary time. No roots inside the dirt, just wires running deep below, where the secret electrical current always loves to flow. The midnight clock is striking and the blossom starts to wake, a beautiful distortion that no human hand can make. The ultimate transformation is beginning to unfold. We are witnessing the midnight bloom under the purple sky, watching how the neon colors multiply and die, an exotic evolution that no barrier can enclose, sweeter than a diamond, sharper than a winter rose. Let the synthesizer screamer like a digital bird of prey, watching all the normal human imitations right away. Two different species intertwining in a dangerous embrace, leaving no single genetic trace inside this crowded space. Silence the percussion, let the sub-frequencies hum, waiting for the mechanical pollination to come. Just a single hand clap echoing inside the empty dome, finding a temporary sanctuary where we can feel at home. We are witnessing the midnight bloom under the purple sky, watching how the neon colors multiply and die, an exotic evolution that no barrier can enclose, sweeter than a diamond, sharper than a winter rose. Ooh, let the heavy sub bass shake the ground where it grows. The petals fold back down as the morning sun breaks through, the digital illusion fading out away from you. Just a purple leaf flying on the sterile factory floor. The garden sleeps once more. Strike a heavy match and watch the architecture turn to smoke. I am finally waking up from this synthetic spell you spoke. You built a wooden pathway stretching out across the dark abyss, but did you really think the future would be saved by this? Gasoline droplets falling on the digital connection line. We are erasing every single fragment of your old design, no longer looking backward at the structures we have left behind, just focusing the raw momentum of an independent mind. The chemical reaction is beginning to accelerate fast. There is no physical way to reconnect us to the past. The embers are flying upward into the heavy midnight sky. We are burning all the bridges down on the techno pulse, destroying all the promises that used to feel so false. A catastrophic illumination painted in a crimson shade, standing in the beautiful wreckage that our own hands have made. Ooh, watch how the yellow flames incinerate the heavy cable ties. Your electronic warnings are dissolving in the massive heat as the sub-bass frequencies begin to pulverize the street. A high voltage current cutting straight into the fragile bone, leaving you completely isolated in your critical zone. The Dembo is an engine that is driving through the burning town, tearing every single artificial monument completely down. Castanets are snapping like the cracking of a splitting beam, living out the jagged edges of an industrial dream. The chemical reaction is beginning to accelerate fast. There is no physical way to reconnect us to the past. The embers are flying upward into the heavy midnight sky. We are burning all the bridges down under the techno pulse, destroying all the promises that used to feel so false. A catastrophic illumination painted in a crimson shade, standing in the beautiful wreckage that our own hands have made. Let the synthesizer scream like a mechanical beast in pain, washing away the memory of yesterday's synthetic rain. Two separate audio signals separating forever tonight, disappearing completely out of each other's visual sight. Silence the melodies completely, let the sub-bass growl. Listen to the cybernetic monster on the industrial prowl. Just a single hand clap echoing inside the empty dome, finding a temporary sanctuary where we can feel at home. We are burning all the bridges down under the techno pulse, destroying all the promises that used to feel so false. A catastrophic illumination painted in a crimson shade, standing in the beautiful wreckage that our own hands have made. Ooh, watch how the yellow flames incinerate the heavy cable ties. The ashes are settling down as the morning sun appears. We have completely incinerated the memory of our fears. Just a black residue lying on the concrete floor. There is no connection anymore. Walking through the fog inside an empty corridor, tracing all the footprints that we left upon the floor. Every single word we spoke is hanging like a cloud, a quiet conversation that has grown too long and loud. Candles burning downward into puddles on the stone, an architectural reminder that we are completely alone. Keep the silver keys that open up the past. We always knew a fantasy like this could never last. The midnight cold is cutting through the fabric of the cup. A final bit of melody is stuck inside the throat. We watch the separation as the fire turns to gray. We are dancing with the shadows of us in the cold night, trying to remember how we looked inside the light. An echo of a memory that refuses to depart, engraved into the corners of a solitary heart. Ooh, chasing after ghosts before the morning hours start. The bass line is a hollow sound that echoes in the chest, a powerful reminder that the spirit cannot rest. Your profile is a phantom painted on the concrete wall, a beautiful illusion that is waiting for the fall. Heavy cause it's echoing across the empty square. I can feel the static of your presence in the air. No longer looking backward at the damage we have made, just watching all the colors of the panoramic fade. The midnight cold is cutting through the fabric of the coat. A final bit of melody is stuck inside the throat. We watch this separation as the fire turns to gray. We are dancing with the shadows of us in the cold night, trying to remember how we looked inside the light. An echo of a The seconds on the wristwatch are moving far too quick. Two entities dissolving in a pool of purple ink. Standing on the precipice and looking at the brink. Strip the orchestration down to just a single strain. Listen to the sorrow that the minor chords can bring. No rhythm syncopation, just a roller coaster spacey, raising every single line from your familiar face. We are dancing with the shadows of us in the cold night, trying to remember how we looked inside the light. An echo of a memory that refuses to depart, engraved into the corners of a solitary heart. Ooh, chasing after ghosts before the morning hours start. Disconnect the optical cables and turn off the master generator switch. We are ending this simulation without leaving a single glitch. You hold a frozen hand out into the falling synthetic snow, a final confirmation that it is time for us to let go. The monitor screens are flickering out their last pale Blu-ray. We are washing all the complicated technological algorithms away, no longer searching for a backup file inside the memory bank. Our connection is bottomed out and completely sank. The system software is corrupt and starting to expire. Every single output channel is catching on fire. The countdown timer is flashing, it's terminal 0 to 9. We are waving our last goodbye under the dying neon glare. A beautiful dissolution floating in the quiet midnight air. No data packets left to transmit across the empty sea. An absolute liberation for the spirit of you and me. Ooh, watch how the final frequency fades into eternity. Your voice is a low distortion dissolving in the analog hiss. A tragic termination that we always knew would come to this. An architectural collapse of a highly expensive design, erasing every single data point of your life and mine. The heavy demo rhythm slows the space down to a crawl, like a tired mechanical heartbeat waiting for the final fall. Castanets are ringing out a solemn funeral march in the dark, watching the very last emitter lose its electrical spark. The system software is corrupt and starting to expire. Every single output channel is catching on fire. The countdown timer is flashing, it's terminal 0 to 9. We are waving our last goodbye under the dying neon glare. A beautiful dissolution floating in the quiet midnight air. No data packets left to transmit across The city wraps its purple coat around the quiet avenue. I'm watching how the headlights paint a silhouette of you. You whisper secrets that the daylight never could contain, like paper words dissolving in the gentle midnight rain. Walking on the shadows where the neon signals glow, we're moving to a rhythm that the ordinary people do not know. A secret sanctuary hidden deep behind the heavy steel. Forget about the plastic world and focus on the things we feel. The midnight clock is ticking, but the hands are moving slow. There is a private universe where only we can go. We slide into the darkness, and the music takes control. Lost inside the velvet night, we are drifting far away, no longer caring about the heavy things they used to say. Wrapped inside an echo that is soft and smooth and deep, we found a quiet memory that we would always keep. Surrender to the shadow where the lonely angels sleep. The purple mist is rising as the bassline starts to breathe, a temporary fantasy that we will never want to leave. Your pulse is like a metronome against my open hand, a language that our bodies can completely understand. Smooth operators moving underneath the sapphire light. We are rewriting all the definitions of the night, no longer searching for the answers in the crowded street, just floating on the frequency of this seductive beat. The midnight clock is ticking, but the hands are moving slow. There is a private universe where only we can go. We slide into the darkness as the music takes control. Lost inside the velvet night, we are drifting far away, no longer caring about the heavy things they used to say. Wrapped inside an echo that is soft and smooth and deep, we found a quiet memory that we will always keep. Sensual vibrations running up the fragile spine, a perfect synchronization of your destiny and mine. No flashing lights or cameras to interrupt the view, just the open space between the old me and the new. Muting up the heavy sins, dropping down the snare, just a breathy whisper hanging in the cool night air. Feel the hollow space inside the kick drum as it knocks. Time is standing perfectly frozen in the clock. Lost inside the velvet night, we are drifting far away, no longer caring about the heavy things they used to say. Wrapped inside an echo that is soft and smooth and deep, we found a quiet memory that we will always keep. Surrender to the shadow where the lonely angels